In our study, the work of gibberellic acid in tablet hormone and foliar fertilizer was used to demonstrate the effect of gibberellic acid or GA3 in enhance the growth of okra for 4 weeks. Okay, this was the list of abbreviation that our group used in our project, which is the GA or GA3 that stands for gibberellic acid, PGRS, plant growth regulators, A-esculentus stands for the scientific name for okra, which is the Abelmuscus esculentus, PBZ stands for paclobutrazole, and last but not least, the AN stands for anisymidol.
Hi everyone, my name is SITI HASNAQ NURILIANA BINTI ADNAN. Today, I'm going to explain about the introduction of our mini project. So, what is a gibberellin? Basically, gibberellin is the primary plant hormone and the largest group of 136 known gibberellin, and they are the compound of the gibberellic acid. So, in our mini project, we use the gibberellic acid in order to improve the physiological activities and the quality of okra plant under the field condition. Next is the application and the function of gibberellin. As everyone knows, the gibberellin was widely used in agriculture activities. This is due to the function in promoting the seeds, in the bud germination, leaf growth, stimulate the flowering and the fruit development, and also they can affect the root growth and the differentiation. The objective of our mini project is to identify the effect of gibberellin on okra growth under the field condition. The hypothesis of our mini project is the plant that treated with the gibberellin increase the stem elongation and also increase the diameter and the number of leaves.
The study was conducted in each student house at Kelantan, Terengganu, Perak and Sabah. As it was a grouping project, so we decided each group member consisting of 5 people to plant the okra at their houses. This experiment was conducted from November to December 2020 to determine the response of plant growth using the growth hormone. Firstly, the seeds of okra that bought from the nursery were soaked in the water for 24 hours and then were spread on the tissue paper in a plate. The plate containing the seed was kept in the dark area at room temperature at 30 degrees Celsius before sown in the flower pot. The purpose to soak the seed first and keep in the dark area was to start the process of germination. Germination was a process begin with imbibition and end with emergence of radicle from the seed. The figures show the germination of shoot tips during the process of germination. From this process, it can be classified between healthy seed and damaged seed before plant to ensure the plant were sown in a good condition. The seed were sown in one flower pot through the random method. Within the random method, seedling was transplanted without a specific distance or space between plants. After 3 to 4 leaf stage, all the seedlings were transplanted individually in a flower pots or polybag containing the garden soil. The okra plant were planted individually in the flower pot to ensure it provide enough space and a good nutrient. Next, in this experiment, the gibberellin hormone was used as a growth regulator. Gibberellin hormone came into in a capsule and another one in a liquid. To detect the plant growth hormone, this experiment was tested using the control, which is no growth regulator applied, and another one with apply with the gibberellic acid. In this experiment, the liquid solution and capsule was used for the okra plant. For capsule, it was prepared as aqueous solution before applied to the plant. The preparation was like dissolve 1 tablet into 5 to 15 liters in the water and then let it dissolve completely for 50 minutes and ready for use. Gibberellin hormone were applied to the leaf and stem of the okra plant by using the foliar spray. The first application of GA3 were made 2 weeks after the germination of plant, which is the okra plant had 4 to 5 of leaves. In this experiment, no fertilizer was applied due to we want to look either apply the gibberellin hormone, it will give effect to the growth of plant like the okra plant become taller or produce a good yield, or it give a damage to the plant like the plant die when apply this kind of hormone. Plant height was measured from above ground of the flower pot up to the uppermost tip of the leaf apex. Both okra plant height was measured using a meter rule with the aid of a thread for measurement to ensure the measurement were more accurate. The measurement were recorded once a week after the treatment application on each treated plant and control plant. The differences between number and size of leaves and petiole and the others were compared and observed for the treated plant and the control plant. Between group member, at least 3 plants that were really good in condition, like not harmed by the insect, were selected for data collection. The mean and standard deviation for measurement like height were calculated using Excel. The height, size between control plant and experimental plant were compared to ensure the gibberellin hormone give effect to the plant growth regulators.
Assalamualaikum. Hi, I'm HAZIR. For the result, the okra plant was planted by using 2 parameters, which is for the control and the treated by using foliar fertilizer. If you can see in this slide, after the 5 weeks of plantation, there are significantly difference in their growth rate. For the first and second week, their growth rate are similar, which is increase from 0.5 cm to 6 cm. But there are slightly difference for the week 3 when the okra plant which treated by Gibberellin is higher than the control, which 7.5 cm compared to the control is 7.0 cm. Then lastly, after the 5 weeks planted, the okra plant with the treated Gibberellin is significantly higher, which 16.5 cm compared to the control, which is 12.5 cm. Okay, after we have done our observation, we have calculated their standard deviation and mean, which is for the control, their mean is 7.6 and their standard deviation is 4.9. While for the treatment, the mean is 8.7 and the standard deviation is 6.2, which we can conclude that the treated plant with Gibberellin is significantly higher than the control. Next, if you can see in this slide, the figure 1 shows that both plants with which treated with the Gibberellin have a greater stem length and number of leaves compared than the okra plants which control.
Here we discuss about the result of this project, which shows that gibberellic acid significantly affects the growth of the okra plants, which in terms of height, the treated okra plant is slightly higher as compared to the control okra, and also in number of leaves, the treated okra plant produce more leaves as compared to the control okra. So here we clearly see the influence of gibberellic acid in particular plants. Based on the literature research, many studies involving the use of gibberellic acid were published. For example, the study that conducted by Hanyan et al. In 2006, which shows the similar result where the treated plants by gibberellic acid grows rapidly compared to the untreated plants. Also, from the previous study that conducted by Gaba in 2005, by using the same species of okra plant, he discovered 2 chemical substances that inhibited the activity of gibberellic acid. At the end of his study, he concluded that paclobutrazole and ensimidol inhibited or blocked the synthesis of gibberellic acid, hence resulting in the stunted growth or reduced in stem elongation of the treated plants.
In conclusion, for our experiment, the GA3 or gibberellic acid influenced the height and number of leaves of okra compared to the control that we didn't put any GA3 or gibberellic acid, and we can conclude that the plant height was predominantly increase with the application of GA3. And from this investigation, from this experiment, we suggest that the addition of gibberellic acid will enhance the plant growth and give quality to the okra. That's all from us. Thank you.